Welcome to Beyond the Falls podcast. I am Sarah Jenkins, and I'm here with Lori Moran of Lori's Day Spa today. And welcome, Lori. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am looking forward to learning all about Lori's Day Spa and you.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm excited to do this. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes. First off, can you just tell us all about Lori?
Okay. Well, obviously, with 30 years of being in business, you think there's a lot to tell maybe, but I feel like the time went so fast. I can't even, I don't know if you feel that way about your business, but time really flies. And so when people are, congratulating me on 30 years, I feel like it was like yesterday. And it just goes fast. You get up every day, you try to do your best. And as a business owner, entrepreneur, that's what you're, supposed to be doing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the time flies by, and then they're like, "Whoa, 30 years!" So super excited about that. And it really started back in '94 when I decided to go to school for massage, and I rented in town from a stylist in town, Jeff DeMond. I met him in college, and so I was able to stop in after I had graduated and got my degree in massage, and I started massaging there. I did rent from him for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
And during that time, after a couple of years, I became real busy, and so the accountant recommended that I think about, either being an employer or independent contractor, whatever was going to work out best for my model and my hopes for what Lori's, actually, I shouldn't say Lori's, it was just me at the time, so it was my name. But fortunately, I did go down the path of employer, which really helped. I think when it did come time to buying the building, we could create more opportunities for other things that we could add to my business. So we had massage and facials, nail care, hair care, waxing.
Oh, awesome. Big growth.
Yeah, it did happen, and most of the growth did happen when we did buy the building on 2nd Street. And I know I've shared a little bit in the past with you about how that all went down, but I had a realtor years ago, Betty. Everybody knows Betty in town.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, a great friend, and she had reached out to me and told me there was a vacant lot, so I bid on that lot. Unfortunately, I did not, or was not able to purchase it at the time, but the people that did buy it, they built this lovely building next door and chose to move their business to their home after about 3 years of owning the building. So, goosebumps even when I say that. I think about that day and how cool it was to be driving down 2nd Street and see the for sale sign, and it felt like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So with great bankers in town, which is something everybody has to have, when you're growing a business. Jack from First National Bank, if I can give him a big cheer. Awesome. He believed in me and my dreams of what we could turn the building into, and that's where kind of it all started.
Yeah. Oh, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned this is your 30th year. That's a really big deal. Congratulations, of course, on that. But tell us a little bit about what you're doing to celebrate that milestone. It's a big deal.
Yeah, sure. We have had a celebration every year, on our anniversary, being that we've carried Aveda products for over 21 years. We try to always do a big sale during that time to give back to our guests that have been loyal Aveda purchasers and coming into our business for services all these years. And so this year it was really exciting to do 30% off, which was just a really big deal for our guests. They were super happy.
It's a significant
it is definitely.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've had so many loyal guests over time, and so it was really fun to be able to give that offer back. And so we had lots of shoppers. The door was, you probably saw a lot of traffic out here.
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt really blessed to have so many people coming in taking advantage of that. So we want the celebration to continue all year, kind of like birthdays. I feel like you should celebrate a whole month, not just a day. Depending on the year of the birth, maybe it's a whole year celebration of your,
Yeah.
So this year, what's really fun right now, you might see these fun little cups. We have a promotion going on for our guest if they do spend $100. Being that this is close to Mother's Day, this would be a really fun gift.
Oh, I love that.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Because you've got the little mug, sweet little mug, and then the Veda Comforting tea, which is a decaf tea, which we serve when you come in to have a service.
Oh.
And then, of course, everybody loves the hand relief.
Yes.
And then just to put a little something in there. So we have these gifts out while supplies last. And like I said, spend $100 and get that little gift basket to take home.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That's wonderful.
Yeah. We'll continue fun things throughout the whole year.
Okay.
Being that our anniversary actual day is February 4th.
Okay.
On our 25th anniversary, we had a big celebration. We had food. We had all kinds of fun things. And then there was a super bad storm. So we didn't have a lot of people, unfortunately, show up.
Yeah.
I had family that drove up from Rochester through the storm. And, of course, I cried when they came in because that was quite the hike,
Yes.
to get up here. But this year I thought I'm not going to put anybody through that, and we're going to just celebrate all year.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that when the weather's nice, we'll have something fun out on the patio. We can have some food catered in and just do something fun to celebrate our staff as well as our clients and guests that come into Lori's.
Yes, that's so awesome. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
We'll keep an eye out
Yes, yeah.
for celebrations.
Yeah, well, now we both have patios out here.
Yes.
How fun is that?
Yes, if you didn't know, Lori is my office neighbor.
Yes, yes.
and I love being her office neighbor. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Same.
I did want to ask a little bit more. Can you tell us, like, the other services? You kind of touched on it,
Sure.
but tell us what services you offer.
So when we started 30 years ago, and even in this building 21, 22 years ago, we had 30, 60, and 90-minute massage. That was our menu, a big board, blackboard up as you came in. And then we offered hot stones. We were so excited to have three things on our menu. It just slowly grew from that because it was just massage therapist in the building. And then we did rent out the other half of the building to Jenkins Insurance. We did that for 3 years.
I didn't know that. That's new to me.
This is, think about the coincidences
Yes.
of us being here neighbors and
Yep.
all of that.
Yes.
It's a small town.
It is a small town. That's so funny.
Yeah, it is fun. So that was, they were wonderful. I cried when I told them that we were going to expand into that space because they were fantastic tenants and loved having them. But then we just slowly grew. I had a few friends tell me about people that did nails, and it just organically really grew, which was fabulous because the lower part of our building had not been finished, being that my husband is construction iron worker, but he could do that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like you fortunately have that going for
Yeah.
you here. We have a lot in common.
We do.
And so as we grew, it just slowly, we did some rooms in the lower level so we could have couples massages. We did facials, nails. It just, hair joined us after maybe 5 years. And then the last big change was when we had a cute little boutique in the side where the hair is. We did that for several years, and that was really fun. So you would check in there, and then all kinds of fun little gifts. That was long before Amazon,
Sure.
things like that. So just the fun little things that people could pick up in town. Which fortunately now we do have some more of those little stores in town that you can get gifts. But that was. Then we turned it into the hair salon, and that's where we have the 4 chairs over there now. And that was probably the last big change we've made to create all of the services that we can offer.
Yeah, you offer so much. It's wonderful.
Well, thanks for asking about that. Yeah, it's fun to get that out there because I think not everyone knows all that they drive by and they're just not sure. It looks like a small building from the outside, but when they come in, they're surprised how we have a lot of different treatment rooms. We have the infrared sauna.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, a lot of different things. I know, I forget them all. We have so many.
Oh, that is so great. Is there anything else before we kind of wrap up? Is there anything else you want to tell us that maybe we didn't touch on or talk about yet?
I think a fun story would be to talk about this building.
Oh, yes, please do.
When we bought this building, it was a residential building. and a family lived here. And so I remember buying our building and knocking on the door and mentioning to them, we're going to be your new neighbors, just moving in. We're going to be, hopefully slowly growing, into a spa or salon. But, I had dreams in the future of that becoming. So I would love to know if you ever think about possibly selling this. I would like to just have you give me a ring, give me a knock, let me know if it's something that we could possibly buy before you put it on the market. So I said, but just, don't do it for like 5 years because I have to work on growing that and paying the bills there. So she reached out to me almost 5 years to the date. I wish I had marked the date down, but we ended up purchasing this building, and we did just a few things. I know people know the shape of this house, what it was before. Speaking of that, I just have to mention the other day I was outside and I saw someone drive by, and they were in a car and they were taking pictures of this.
Oh!
And I think, because I just smiled, I thought, oh my gosh, it's just such a change. Who knows? Maybe they rented here. Maybe they lived here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But such a huge change that I think they were like, wow. That's how I felt as you were changing all this. But we bought the building, and then we rented it out to families and couples for probably, I think we had it for maybe 11 or 12 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then we chose to sell it. My husband had retired. We decided Lori's, the building, that was enough space for what we were offering.
Yeah.
And then we decided to just put it on the market, and ta-da!
Yeah.
The rest is history.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
We're glad you put it on the market.
Yeah, no, we couldn't have asked more, and a better neighbor, and just this beautiful space next to our building. I feel we're all so happy over there, all of us.
Awesome.
Yes.
I love it. Lori, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you being on. You just bring a smile to my face.
Aww.
And I know you do the people in River Falls.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Same.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Join us again for our next podcast.